Welcome to Eye on Paulsboro. This week's program originates here from the lobby of historic Hill Studio, formerly Hill Theater on Broad Street in Paulsboro. Irma, you've got a special helper today.
Tell me who you are. Go ahead.
I'm Paige
What's your last name?
Berthold,
Where are you going?
Okinawa, Japan,
With your dad?
with my family.
And why? What's dad?
A Marine.
And can you say hello already in Japanese? Tell him hello, my name's Paige.
Konnichiwa, watashi wa no namae wa Paige desu.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's very good, Paige. That's very good. We've got an interesting program. The second half of the show will be done in Japanese. So stay with us. We're coming right back.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice, think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like TrueTest paints, Master Mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and Rug Doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice, think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
Welcome. This program we hope you'll find to be both informative and rather uplifting. This is about real good progress for Gloucester County's Boys and Girls Clubs. In this particular case, we're at the Paulsboro Clubhouse. Used to be the St. Anthony's Clubhouse, used to be St. Anthony's Mutual Club. We've been here many times, but this is about the new teen center in the basement. President of the board is Gary. Gary, what's your last name? I'm sorry.
My name is Gary Davis.
You would think I would remember these things. But Gary, tell us about today and why we're here.
John, we're so excited about today. You know, we've been working on this project for the last few years, and what we find is in our clubs, and we have 3 clubs throughout the county, one in Woodbury, one in Glassboro, and one here in Paulsboro. And, teenagers like to have their own place to come. Sometimes once they get to be 13, 14, 15-year-olds, we're already serving the younger kids. And so this is a place that we've built and we've been working on. This will be their place. Think of this as an exclusive club for the teenagers of Paulsboro. It'll be their club, a place where they can come, a place where they have the ability to have some tutoring, to get their homework done, a place they can come and have games and play and learn through recreation, and then also a place where they can get a good meal before they go back home. So we're just excited about having the opportunity to serve 50 to 75 children a day and give them the opportunity to become better citizens.
No, it's a big deal. And also joining us is Ray Angelini, whose name is familiar in a minute, and Dr. George, whose name is familiar, but he's not wearing a white coat at the moment. Ray, what is the price tag on this expansion?
Well, right now the price tag is $210,000. And unfortunately, with old buildings, you find more things that need to get done as you go along. And this is an old building, a very old building, and we're finding things like a stairwell that needs to be addressed with kinds of cement and that sort of thing, and having to dig outside because there's drainage problems coming into the building and fix that sort of thing. There's roof issues to this building. There's a number of issues that are costly that have to now be considered. And they will be considered with help from people like Dr. George and others. We're going to address those problems as well. This is a great center for the kids in Paulsboro and Gloucester County.
It's a big deal for all of us. Dr. George, welcome. You're on the board. A number of people like yourself have stepped up. And for the early board here who was trying to figure out how to pay the light bill, now you're figuring out these sorts of things. It's great progress.
John, it's a privilege to be involved with an organization like this. Ray Angelini and his leadership brought me to the Boys and Girls Club. We're supportive. We'll become more supportive over time. And Gloucester County deserves this. The young people, the young men and women up to and including high school, need all of the mentoring and opportunity to grow and become strong adults. We need this, so we're proud to be here, John.
You summed it up well. You summed it up well. It is a place for gathering and a place for learning and a place to sort of take a breath from high school before you get home. This is good stuff. It's going to pay dividends for a very long time for a lot of people. Very grateful to everybody who's involved with this. Success is on the way. This program's coming to you in what's going to be the Teen Center here in the basement of the Paulsboro Boys and Girls Club, which of course is part of the Gloucester County Boys and Girls Club. But these renovations and this continuation of the growth doesn't happen by accident. Good people have stepped up. And the gentleman with me now, along with the kids, has been a particularly generous person. John, say your last name for me.
My name is John Eppiheimer.
Very nice. And how about the fellows here? Who are these guys?
What's your name, boy?
Colby Eppiheimer.
Okay.
Danny Blanchard.
Very good. Well, welcome to all of you. John, we're having the presentation today. Your name is one of prominence. You have been very generous. How did you find your way to the Boys and Girls Club?
I was actually hanging out in my backyard with my kids, and Jeff Sanders was looking for a lawnmower shop and wandered into our neighborhood. And he had known my wife back in the day, and he had stopped by, and my wife introduced the two of us. And I was actually sitting at my computer going over some stuff for a Boys and Girls Club project I do in North Carolina. And Jeff just brought up the Boys and Girls Club here, and we just got talking about it and decided to go for it.
Well, you know, I don't want to put John on the spot, but his generosity is in six figures, and it's a big deal. It's very important. I mean,
what we looked at was, when I sat with Jeff and decided to do something, I wanted something that was floundering because of the economy, something that just was a big project that couldn't get feet underneath it and get the wheels turning without a nice sized donation. So we felt if we got some oil put on the wheels that we could get something to show the public and maybe get some wheels underneath this and build an example. That's really my goal here, is to build an example of what the teen centers and clubs can look like going into the future.
And John, what is your business? What's the foundation?
I own a company called Rising Tide Media, web hosting and design. We own boatloans.com and a company called sportfisherman.com.
And I heard your generosity here is $250,000.
Yes, sir, with a $50,000 match donation.
That's a big deal for all of us, by the way. And when he mentions oiling and making the gears turn, this $50,000 match that he is proposing in addition to his family's and business's generosity, that's the real deal. And the kids that come to this club and come to the club in Glassboro and the club in Woodbury are going to be beneficiaries. So, John, we thank you very much. We thank you very, very much. Thank you. We're going to come right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. This has been a special program here at the Boys and Girls Club, but I wanted to have Judy McKenzie join me. She was one of the original board members, and as I mentioned in my brief remarks, that original group, Jim D'Aloisio, herself, Judge DeSimone, Dan Dalton coming over from Glassboro, they ran this operation with no money, kept the lights on, kept the doors open. You should be very pleased about this progress.
Oh, I really am. You know, you certainly know that one of the original goals was to have this basement finished, and it's been a long haul there have been days where I didn't know if these doors would stay open. And I really feel the club is finally in a very stable place. The doors will definitely stay open, and it's actually growing. And I think back to the work day we had here, Judge C. Simone, his lovely wife Eileen, Alice Williams was so helpful, Virginia Scott, Bob Broughton, we can't forget him, all those people from our early days. And when John Corzine and Barbara Wallace, Mayor Wallace, who was here tonight, at the time was his aide, we thought, and I'll find those pictures, because we thought Governor Corzine was coming down just for a grip and grin photo op. We gave him a hard hat, thought there'd be a picture and he'd leave. Well, the pictures happened, but then he stayed, and his staff stayed. They worked all day. He took a sledgehammer, if you recall, and took down one of the walls upstairs. And actually worked, and if I recall, left a very generous personal check that he told us not to talk about. But we can talk about it now because he's not governor anymore.
We can. And now we stand here today with an individual whose success in business and commitment to family has donated $250,000 with an additional $50,000 matching pledge. John Paz has been very generous. Prominent people have stepped forward, and the difference is clear.
It's really back then, I don't think we could have dreamed it. Our first work day here when we had Governor Corzine, almost immediately after, it ran on the paper. We were so excited in the morning to look at the paper. I think it ran on September 10th. Yeah. September 11th, the world changed. But we all recovered. We got this open. We've got positive things going. And, we've had kind of a rough couple years here recently, but I think the sign of the growth of the club is growing, and we're growing too.
Yeah, good things happening. We thought you'd enjoy this visit here to the Gloucester County Boys and Girls Club, Paulsboro Club, in the basement, being renovated to be a teen center and almost done. Jump in and help, by the way. A donation made to the Boys and Girls Club will go directly to a child, and your influence will be felt immediately. We continue here in what's going to be the teen center, the Boys and Girls Club Gloucester County at the Paulsboro Clubhouse. With me now is Jennifer Turner. She serves on council. She's also head of recreation, and the 4th of July parade has fallen to her. So now she's a parade person. Well, Jennifer, welcome, of course.
Thank you.
You're running the parade.
Yes, Mark Kemp and I are co-chair and organizers of the upcoming parade. It's going to be a wonderful parade. We've really upgraded the parade from last year. We have 5 musical bands. We have a lot of attractions for the kids and the seniors, and we're looking forward to a wonderful day. Our letters went out to our Friends of the Fourth members, and we're asking for contributions to help us make this a nice event for Paulsboro. And whatever you can donate to help us have this parade will be greatly appreciated. If you didn't get a letter, you can go into the website and you can acknowledge us that way. You can stop out to the Borough Hall and make a donation. And we greatly appreciate your support. If you want to volunteer or you want to perform in the parade, there's our registration online. So there's many ways to reach out to Mark and I for contributions and to participate in the parade. And we welcome all our Paulsboro residents to participate, and we would be very grateful to receive a donation from you.
That was very good, Jennifer. The whole time I didn't have to answer a single question, but she covered the very important points. This has got to be well into 20 years on this parade, and it's developed into a nice tradition.
Nice tradition.
We go at 10 o'clock. Yeah, very much so. We go at 10 o'clock on the 4th of July, which I think this year is a Friday, isn't it?
Yes, it's a Friday.
It's a Friday, so that'll be 10 o'clock, and we hope rain or shine. Reviewing stand at the high school with grandstand seating, which is very nice. And we pitch this as a community homecoming. Come back to Paulsboro. And we'll say this, come back to Paulsboro, the water's fine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I drink the water every day. I bathe in it, I drink it, I love the water.
And you look good, bud.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But the Friends of the Fourth is very important because, as we all know, it takes a lot to put a parade on. As Jennifer mentioned, 5 musical attractions. They're not free. But by the way, if you have a band, you want to donate your time, Jennifer will find a place in the parade for you. And that's another point, too. We need participation. Bicycles?
Yes, absolutely. Bicycles, yes. Community flights, drill teams, community floats, any carts, anything you want to do. We won't turn down anybody. Any activity, any performance you would like for us to see, and you want to have us view your talent, just bring it on. Bring it our way. We welcome it.
It is a small town celebration of America's Independence Day. This year's 4th of July. It's going to be on a Friday. Plan to be here. If you can help with the donation, be a friend of the 4th. You'll be recognized on the names on the reviewing stand. And above all, if you can participate in the parade, vintage car, antique car, you want to ride a horse, Jennifer will find a place in the parade for you. Stay with us. We're coming right back. Thanks.
Multi-policy discount. Paperless discount. Paid in full discount. Homeowners discount. Safe driver discount. Chipmunk family reunion. Someone stole the nuts. Squirrel jail. Justice.
Countless discounts. Now that's progressive. Call or click today.
Thinking about a new appliance or an LCD TV? Don't think twice. Think Weiss. Weiss True Value has a full line of LCD TVs plus a great variety of appliances. And of course, hardware items like True Test paints, master mechanic tools, electrical supplies, key duplicating, and rug doctor rentals. And for repairs on screens and windows, look no further. Weiss True Value, from making keys to selling appliances and LCD TVs. Don't think twice. Think Weiss. 39 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
For everything, there's a season, and a time for everything under heaven. A time for sharing, a time for caring, a time for remembering, and a time for parting. When that time arrives, let Beth McBride Foley and Thomas D. Foley at the McBride Foley Funeral Home help you in your time of need. Offering a wide variety of funeral services from cremation to traditional, McBride Foley Funeral Home has been helping families with the loss of a loved one with over 50 years of combined service. McBride Foley Funeral Home, 228 West Broad Street, Paulsboro.
A groundbreaking ceremony has been held for the long-awaited expansion of the Gill Memorial Library, a wonderful effort by Dr. Walter Quint. He has been involved in this during his retirement, now post-retirement, back with working, and many people have made great contributions. The library board, under the direction of that wonderful group of volunteers, they've got money in. We were able to bring state and federal grant money in. We thank Howard Henderson for their effort. Steve Bresnine, names many of you are familiar with. Fred was able to get out with the camera. I couldn't make it that day. I was at the State House. But let's go to the groundbreaking for the Gill Memorial Library.
We have gathered to celebrate the groundbreaking for the construction of the new Library Media Center addition to our present library. It will provide the public with a much-needed expanded reach of books, electronics, DVDs, study areas, and children's programs. A wonderful new addition to serve our town. To arrive at this point, the library trustees, past and present, have quietly worked behind the scenes for many years, investing funds and reviewing plans. In our journey to build this addition, we have shared many frustrations, but through it all, we never lost sight of our goal.
Paulsboro people are not satisfied to dream, however. They're doers who will work as hard as they have to in order to make visions into realities. For decades, the trustees improved the historic Gill Memorial Library. A parking lot, a porch, window treatments, landscaping, pointing, a roof, and lots of computers. But at the same time, they placed a few dollars in the cookie jar at the end of each year. Board member Francis Sabetta would come to every meeting and announce the best CD rates. And then ask permission to reinvest the money. The result? Nearly $1 million cash to build this addition. As usual, we had talent and perseverance on our side. State USDA Director Howard Henderson. Howard, please stand if you're recognized. And Senior Area Specialist Steve Brezhnai. Steve, back there. And for today, Steve, more importantly, a Paulsboro High School graduate. These two gentlemen went above and beyond to save this project. Without them, we wouldn't be here today. They could have, as they say, pulled the plug on this many times.
Some of you know that I grew up in a neighboring town, Woodbury, just down the road a little bit. Thank you very much. And some of you may also know that I, as well as my two brothers, wrestled back in the late 60s and early 70s, including some of the times when the Hamiltons wrestled and some of the others. And I really appreciate the warm welcome. When you wrestle, it takes a certain amount of grit and determination, and tenacity, and a never say quit attitude. And the coach knows that far better than I. When it comes to helping a town like Paulsboro, you know, maybe I didn't feel this way when I wrestled at Woodbury years ago about Paulsboro, but Paulsboro is a town that really needs help. You guys do great things on your own, but sometimes you need a little bit extra. And towns like Paulsboro, it drives me, I remember my wrestling days very well about that never say quit, and you want to do even more to help towns. There was a lot of criticism about this program, about whether it was effective, whether it was worthwhile. Well, this funding that we provided, the $300,000 grant and the $90,000 loan, is recovery bill money. And boy, this is a real tribute to how well that money can be used. So we weren't about to give up the $300,000 grant. And Paul, we weren't about to quit on this. There was no way we were quitting on this project.
This couldn't have been done just by Dr. Quinn. It takes a team, and the team that I feel that did a good job, one, I must say, is Howard Henderson. Because if Howard took that money back, that $300,000, we were going to go back and wrestle him. And so I'd like to thank you very much for that. And the other teams that we have right here, I want to start from Howard, who's on the federal level, and then we also want to thank the state level, the county level, and most of all, our local officials who we have right here today. Thank you very much, and once again, it takes a team in order to get things done here in the borough of Paulsboro.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
This segment's coming from the studio. We've been bouncing around with this program, and I really appreciate Fred's patience on that. With me now is Jared Scott. Many of you know him. He served on the Board of Education for a number of years, and now he's president of the Paulsboro Youth Football Program. Of course, it's still called midget football, which has got to be about as politically incorrect as it can possibly be, but that and Chinese auctions seem to survive. But nonetheless, we were without a community program for, Jared, how long? A year? What season?
Yeah, just one season.
Just one season. Mm-hmm. And people have stepped forward, which is greatly appreciated. So, Jared, why don't you bring us up to speed? And well, first of all, who is this?
This is my son, Jared Jr. He's, what are you, 11 years old?
Yeah.
Think he's in Lownslager School Elementary.
Yeah.
Jared, you don't know what school he's in?
What do you use, 5th grade?
Yeah.
5th grade. Who's your teacher?
Mr. Brown.
Very good. So, Jared, football, tell us about it.
Well, last year we didn't have a season. It was a huge letdown, especially to a town like Paulsboro, so rich not only in football but athletic tradition. We worked hard this off season. We've changed leagues from South Jersey Elite to South Jersey Independent. We've joined this year. Looking to be a little bit more competitive than we have in the past, and we're having free registration this year, so it'll be completely free for football players and cheerleaders alike to come down to the Damager Complex and participate. We launched our website this year. It's www.pmforaiders.com, and you can go on there and you can register online, and the organization, with the long-standing members that we have, it's really been a grind over the last 9 or 10 months to try and rally a town around our football organization, try to drum up as much participation as we possibly can. And we've done that. We'd like to give special thanks to the council and the rec committee. We've worked hand in hand with them. Chair of that committee, Ms. Turner, Councilwoman Turner, has helped us out tremendously. She attends a lot of our meetings. We've attended a lot of the rec committee meetings just to try to work together to get the community involved, get council involved, and bring the program back, restore the tradition and, pride that our youth program once had.
It takes adults. The kids are certainly interested, but it takes adults stepping up to hold things together. Jared, how can people watching, there's a lot of community alumni, a lot of kids who are now adults came through playing football in that program. If they want to help, do they go to the website? How do they help?
Absolutely. They can go to the website. We have a blog there. You can leave your email address there. You can email us right there on the website, and someone will definitely be in touch with you.
Very good. we want to be supportive of this effort. This community has Little League Baseball, and football is important to the kids, important to the families, but we all need to pitch in and help. Anyone who's lived in town, remember the years when the envelopes showed up at the door and you made a donation. Those kind of drives will continue, but go to the website as Jared suggested, and maybe you're in a position to help. Stay with us. We're coming right back.
Life is a journey that we travel with a lot of uncertainty. When your family is faced with change and you're in need of understanding, direction, honesty, and professionalism, we at the Landolfi Funeral Home have a tradition of assisting you with all of your needs in any way that we can. We offer many affordable funeral services. Please feel free to call us with any questions you may have or visit us at www.landolfifuneralhome.com.
Rizzo Family Chiropractic Center in Gibbstown offers pain relief with a difference. Using specific chiropractic adjustments, Rizzo Family Chiropractic will get to the root of your problem quickly. Bring your headaches, neck, back, joint, or limb pain to Dr. Karen Rizzo. If you have recurring pain, chiropractic can help. Rizzo Family Chiropractic can relieve many sources of pain without extended treatment and ongoing therapy. Give your family the gift of caring professional pain relief with a difference. Rizzo Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. It's been a full program. We hope you've enjoyed it. A lot of good things happening in town, and we need all this positive momentum. Irma, you have help for community notes, but let's get right to community notes.
Sure. Happy birthdays to our dear friend Newt Weiss, 89 years young. Tiffany O'Leary, Alexis, and Michael Millar. My dear, probably one friend in West Effort, Frank Boucher, Judy Trexler, Ruth Sindoni, Alfonso Jimpola Sr., Rich Costenbader, Stacy Dombrowski-Gotowski, Doris Wilkins, Dot Girelli, Mary Chip Cipollini, June Clark, John Haddock Sr., Mark Soloff, Sandy McBride, Evelyn Vallanningham, Liz Haddock, Lowell Trexler, Margie Emmerich, Jimmy Rohn, Sean Lee, Kathy Van Scoy, Ed Swift, and Terry and Bill Pollinger. And happy anniversaries to Etta and Nolan Smith, Bill and Christine Franklin, Carol and Jerome Beverly, and Eileen and Mark Stefanowicz. And what do we say? Happy birthdays and happy anniversaries.
Happy birthday and happy anniversary.
That's very good, Paige. Very good.
Don't forget our Paulsboro 4th of July parade. I can't wait. John, I'm winding up with my costume, so please, everybody. And don't forget, our dear friends in Gibbstown will have their 4th of July parade on July 5th, Saturday, 10 a.m. Starts at the Gibbstown Little League Field and goes down Memorial Avenue. And our Gloucester County veterans have an opportunity and resource fair, also sponsored by the American Legion, on Thursday, 6/26, 9A to 1P. Rowan College, but it will be at the Gloucester County College in their gym, 1400 Tanyard Road. And this is Help Our Vets, and we really need to help them. The Greenwich branch of the Gloucester County Library System has a summer reading program kicking off June the 23rd. They have ceramic classes, chess clubs, math, etc., etc. Class reunions, 1982 and 83 at the Bogies on November the 1st at Pittman Country Club, $70 a person, $135 a couple. Contact Susan McMonagle on Facebook. Don't forget, our new record is out. Always read my words of wisdom. And if you're going away somewhere, take the record, take a picture, get it to me, and you'll be in the next issue of our record. And please, John, have you seen the banners?
Oh, they're beautiful. Just beautiful.
They are great. Our residents in Paulsboro have been so good with their donations, but we need to do the fall banners, John. So if anyone from $1 on up to help us, send it to Greater Paulsboro Chamber of Commerce, P.O. Box 181, Paulsboro. And I just think it's great, John. We need, Paulsboro's good. Look today on our show. People will know there's always good. And we're not turning green yet from the water, John. I don't worry about it.
Oh, no. That's, life goes on. Also wanted to be reminded the Paulsboro 4th of July parade does start at 10 o'clock on the 4th of July. There is no rain date, so let's hope the weather holds. For Fred behind the camera, I wanted to say, Paige, you've done a beautiful job. You're supposed to speak more Japanese. Didn't quite happen. But for Bill Crane, our producer, who couldn't be with us, for Fred behind the camera, Irma?
See you on Broad Street.
God bless America.
God bless America.
How about that? She's going to Japan. Till next time.